professionals and team members here at rapidly growing Intrigue Media. I'm going to be asking you questions about, and you're doing an upcoming presentation on what this generation of young professionals is looking for in the organizations they join and in the organizations they want to stay with long term. I'm going to be using, basing some of the questions off Gallup's employee engagement survey. One of their questions asks whether is it important that professionals feel that their other team members are committed to quality and a high performance environment. Is that important to a young professional today?
Yeah, I'd say it is. I feel like as young professionals, we want to grow really quickly. So being a part of the team where you have that ability to grow and to be in a competitive environment where you're doing really, really well, I think that's really important in my aspect.
Yeah, I think having others support you, and if you're working with other people who aren't on the same mission or the same goal and are not as passionate about the work, then it's just not going to be a good recipe. I think we're very blessed because we have some really awesome team members here, but I know it would be a very different circumstance if I was working with people who weren't as passionate about caring for our clients and going that extra mile to keep our clients happy. We wouldn't be where we are today without that.
No, and that's a big thing Zoe mentioned, was just working with a company that's fulfilling the same goals that you want to fulfill. I think fulfillment, I was listening to a podcast recently, that's one of the biggest things that millennials want, is to be fulfilled in their life.
And being a part of a team that's moving forward is important to that?
Yeah, for sure. I think when you come together as a team with the same goal and mindset, everybody's working towards the same thing. You see a lot of companies now where nobody really knows why they're going to work every day, and everybody's kind of just coming in, doing what they need to do and leaving, whereas I don't mind staying a little bit longer if I need to get stuff done. I don't mind coming in and hanging out with the team because I love them and I know we're doing some awesome work in our four walls and everybody's on the same mission to accomplish the same goals of empowering leaders and strengthening communities.
Okay, all right. One of the first questions on Gallup's survey is, I know what's expected from me at work. Zoe, is that important for this generation to know?
Absolutely. I mean, like Patricia said, you need to feel fulfilled when you're coming to work every day.
Okay.
If you don't know what's expected of you or what would be, a fulfilling day at work, then you're going to feel like you're kind of just puttering around and you don't really have a high purpose.
Okay.
We like to feel the impact of what we're doing, and if you
Yes.
know the reason that you're sending that email or going through numbers and figuring out stats or the number of clients that we work with, if there's all a greater purpose for it,
Sure.
you're going to feel a lot better about having to do that work than just doing work for no reason.
And so the sense that you're contributing in a meaningful way is important, yes?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And I feel alongside that there needs to be some flexibility too. We know what we're going to accomplish, but I think our team members need to know that we want to do things the way that we kind of want to do them sometimes, and that's kind of why sometimes millennials feel it. People think that we're entitled, but we have ways of getting things done. We might just do it in our own way.
Sure.
That's a little bit less traditional than what others might think
Sure.
you are.
Now, when a management team gives some guidance to people about what kind of, some suggestions about what they can do to contribute, would millennials feel that's micromanaging, or would they accept that?
I think there always has to be room for challenging, like
Okay.
a manager or a person who's in a position of leadership should always be open to other recommendations,
Absolutely.
other suggestions.
And I think it's just that open-mindedness to new ideas and not being stuck to doing things one way. We always come together as a group to brainstorm, and everybody's ideas are always valued, because even if it might not work, at least we know that we tried it and it didn't work, but it might have worked. You never know until.
So they wouldn't mind the suggestion as long as they're just suggestions, and you can take them even farther.
Exactly,
Exactly.
and you want to feel, if you have a leader or a manager or someone that's supervising in your role, you want to feel that they're at least contributing or helping
Absolutely.
guide you
Yeah.
in making those decisions. But at the same time, you don't want to feel pigeonholed, because if
Or
they're just telling you
micromanaged.
what to do,
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. If they're just telling you what to do, then what's the sense of you being there?
No. But as you're saying, some indications about how you can best contribute is not a bad thing.
No,
No.
not at all.
It's actually probably what you would
Yeah.
expect from a leader.
Yeah, to be given a direction or, like you said, a sense of purpose when you're all working towards that common goal.
Okay.
Awesome chemistry can happen.
So it goes to what you were just saying. What's the link that needs to be made between the organization's purposes and what you do? What does that need to be clear And does that connection between what the organization's goals and your activities, does that need to be clear for most workers nowadays?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the founder of Zappos, he says there's work-life integration. That's really what we try and do here, not the work-life balance, but work-life integration. I mean, I spend most of my weeks with my team members rather than at home. So our leaders really make sure that everything we're doing outside, we're happy with and doing inside. And they really try to make sure that we're doing the things we want to do outside of work. It's not just work, work, work. They focus on things outside of it as well. And the goals that we have and the passions that we have, they let us kind of move forward with those rather than just always focusing.
But they actually show you the connection between your activities
Yeah.
and where the organization's going.
Exactly, and it's really cool that it's actually last night. One of our co-founders here, he sent out an email, and it was an email that sent out to head office. So it went to all the team members. It didn't matter, what part of the team that you're or what your responsibilities are, but just saying, how awesome this is, and we do a little bit of internal leader building is what we call it. So it's some awesome positive feedback and some reinforcement and some suggestions. If you want to try something new, or if you want to work on something and then just tell us what you did, that can count as your leader building, and really helping motivate us to think of new ways and new things that we can do that we're really interested in and still benefit our growth.
One Gallup question asked respondents whether in the last 6 months they've had a conversation with one of the leaders of the organization about their progress, their own individual progress. Do you think starting professionals would be satisfied being grouped together in a large mass? You're 70 people and you're all chasing one target. This generation are looking for feedback about their contribution, their personal contribution.
I think in that sense we're all working towards one goal, but our leaders make sure that they sit down and speak with us individually. So I think it's really important in our organization we take that feedback. Everybody gets to sit down with one of our leaders once every 2 weeks, and we get to talk about what's going well, what's not going well, and it's that open and honest communication where we don't take the feedback as personal. We know that they want us to grow, and by taking the individual step with everybody, we can all work towards that one common goal together.
And by doing this more frequently, like you said, wow, it's once every 2 weeks, but you're preventing bigger problems from happening. If something isn't working, or if you're not feeling great about something that's a part of your role or the way your role interacts with other team members, you can bring that up, and you don't have to wait 6 months in order to do that.
Sure.
We also do 90-day roadmap sessions is what we call them, so that'd be a little bit more high level, and like Tricia was alluding to before, it's more relating, your work goals and connecting that with your personal goals and how you're going to get there.
No, that's awesome. I just spoke with an executive from a large corporation who told me their performance management system actually forces a ranking. So if you have a team of 5, one person can only get the good raise, 3 people can get the okay base raise, and one person gets virtually no raise. And they force that up. Imagine in this organization where you have such high performing people at each position, would that discourage a professional in your opinion?
I would run.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. We have a sales meeting once a week, and it's never one individual that needs to pick up their stuff if they're not doing well. It's the whole team comes together to help one another, and that's kind of you feel part of something bigger than yourself. And I feel like if we just focused on like, okay, well, this person's going to get a raise because they're up here. No, here it's a team effort. It's not just one person taking this organization to where it needs to go. Everybody's working towards that goal.
So here's what I think I'm hearing you say, is that your organization, although you're all working together for the same outcomes, it is about individual performance and individual contribution, and then that's guided to a fairly significant degree. Is that fair?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
I would definitely not like the ranking system.
Well, my point is, with the sense that I have from you, from what you just said, is that the leaders in your organization have a sense for each role what's expected.
Yeah.
Whereas in a lot of organizations, they don't know, so what they do is just compare effort.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter whether that's appropriate or whether you're really doing a great job, but it's relative effort to your peers as opposed to what's against the role. And I think that's important. Is that what you think?
Yeah, I mean, we're all one piece of a machine that's working together to make this machine run. And if one piece doesn't work, then none of us is going to work. And we also participate in profit share, where everybody pushes this company, everybody works in their role to work as hard as they can, but we all get to benefit from it because we're all working together as a team. It's not just one person, like I mentioned, taking this company towards.
Tell me, what's the most significant thing you've learned, and characterize what it's like to work here in terms of your growth and what's important to you.
This is actually awesome because I've been thinking about it lately. I can't remember what came up, but actually one of my dear friends transferred roles recently, and we have like girl time, and, we have wine and we have dinner, and then we talk about her, and my job is kind of seen as the one that's like the goal, the dream. Just the way we take leadership into effect, and how we're all leaders here. It's not that just the owners of the company are leaders, like we're all leaders within ourselves. So I think my biggest takeaway is focusing on leadership and what type of leader I want to become in my own right, and how that can help this company grow. Knowing my strengths, we would take these personality tests, and when I first came here I was like, oh, that's insightful, cool, like one of my characteristics was woo, like I really like to celebrate wins, which I do a lot, like I say woo all the time, but just knowing that these are my strengths and how can I make my role work for my strengths.
Yes.
So focusing on the bright sides, like I really, really, really love talking to people and dealing with people, meeting new people, trying new things, and my role allows me to do that on an ongoing basis and to step outside my comfort zone, and it's made it so exciting, like more exciting than I could have ever anticipated at a university, and that's why I still love my job. So I think knowing my strengths and adjusting my job for that, and then always focusing on the positivity, and open and honest communication. So anytime that something isn't right, or I have perhaps a negative thought and just internally, or I'm not feeling great about something, I can bring that to either a team member or one of my leaders, and we can talk about it and talk through it and come up with a solution. Not just live miserably. Like it's boring. It's a waterfall effect.
No,
So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, what about you, Tricia?
Yeah, I mean, I'm so blessed to come out of university and have a position where I'm in now. I started as an intern here, and for the last year and a half, I could never imagine growing as much as I have in the past year and a half. I think I've learned how important feedback is, and I used to be a perfectionist, and it used to scare me to get feedback because I was like, oh, I'm not doing well, and I used to beat myself up. And I've learned through my last year and a half, feedback is good. Nobody's trying to put me down. It's just information coming to me so I can be better in what I do every day. So I never thought that at 22 I'd be doing what I do, and I'm way ahead of a lot of other individuals, which is insane. I also think wanting failure fast, I've learned. Alongside that, I was always scared to kind of take that step and do failure, but Rob always tells me, just fail forward, keep failing. I'm not going to penalize you for doing it. You're going to learn quicker, you're going to grow quicker. So I think just being surrounded by such an awesome team, we all know what we're doing every day, we're all helping businesses grow in our communities, and I think, it's just awesome to work in an environment where I'm valued, and that feedback and open, honest communication is so important, and those are kind of the things that I've kind of found on my journey.
Well, your enthusiasm is infectious, both of you. I just want to say thank you for the time.
Thank you,
and I look forward to the presentation we'll do at some point. What a great bunch of nuggets that you put out for us to think about as we build environments that people want to work in. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.